So now I'm going to kind of go into the next phase of this. You know, I could keep just working on saying, hey, get over around the head and neck. But I feel like that's enough for today, that area, because she really gave me some good changes. So now I'm going to go back to other areas of her body where she has been okay with or better with, and just open my bag back up. And I'm going to start moving the bag a little quicker. Can she handle it going from one area to the other? And can I bring it out of her space and then come back into her space fairly quickly without her getting too worried, too bothered? So I'm just going to start moving it around and then start asking her to actually move with it a little. So I can ask her to step forward, and then I might ask her to disengage. Ask that front end to step around. Because you want to get them to get okay with it, then can you use it as a tool? Because just like your stick and string and all your other tools, it's about them listening to you. What is your body language saying, not the tool? So if I'm asking for something, is she paying attention to that? Is she listening to that? Or is she just listening to the flag or the bag? The flag is just the tool to help me express what I'm asking. Yeah. And when you start using it that way, where sometimes she has to go, oh, okay, he's asking something of me right now, and then another time it may be, oh, I can just stop and chill out and hang out here because he's stopped and chilled out. And that's ultimately what we're looking for, is for her to pay attention to me and not the flag. So that's pretty nice there. So I'm actually going to open it up all the way. And I just might play with it. So again, she's not too worried about the sound of it. Up around her ears, yeah, she is, but out here she's not. Where another horse, you do this and they're going to be flying backwards. It's going to be a big deal. So you just have to help the horse you have with the issues they're dealing with. Is it a sound issue? Is it a visual issue? So I'm going to come into the shoulder areas. Sorry, girl. And that was my fault, because I kind of slapped her a little bit there. And going from one side to the other. So it's a much bigger deal now that it's a fully opened bag. Yeah. Start taking it all over her. Good. And then ask her to walk forward. There. Now she's finally starting to release and let go. And there she kind of gets worried. She's like, no, I don't want to pay attention, or I want to suck back and go backwards, and then I get big until she softens. When she softens, I'll soften. And I'm asking her to actually, let's do something. Pay attention to me. And when she's walking, I'm good. And I'm gonna disengage, change hands, move the front end. Ah, nice. And go into rubbing her. Saying, oh, I'm all relaxed and cool. Are you okay with me just rubbing it all over you? Good, and then disengage the hind end. And now using the flag as asking something. So I'm just playing with the flag now. So I want her to be able to walk, and as she's walking, can I start moving the bag around? There she stalls out. So my energy comes up in me and says, no, no, keep walking. But now as you're walking, can I rub you all over? And I'm coming into the different areas much quicker, taking it out of her space, bringing it back in, saying move your front end over there, thank you very much. So I'm going from steady, or from a rhythmic pressure to just rhythmic motion. Rhythmic motion is just motion without an intent, so right now I'm just flagging, but I'm not asking anything of her. I want her to just keep doing what she's doing, because I'm just playing with my flag. And now my intent changes to say move your hind end. So now the bag does mean something. It says move that hind end over there. Thank you very much. Now move your front end over here. And if she ignores me, I'll get firmer with the flag. Saying, let's go walk off. Oh, now she's walking, and now I can just play with the flag again. I'm not asking, oh, there I'm asking, because I'm saying don't quit walking, keep your walk going. Keep your walk going. And then I just kind of play. So the energy in me stays at a walk, and so her job is to match what I'm asking her, to stay with me. Yeah. And come into this space up around the shoulder. So it's still an issue coming in there, but it's getting better and better. She kind of works through it, and then I've got to go back to it again and say, hey, up, it's okay. And then I'm going to ask her to walk forward. And then as we're walking, can I just rub her on the shoulder underneath her neck here. And then back to asking her off again. And come back up underneath the head and neck. Because the wind's kind of taking the bag and flopping it around a little bit, so she got a little worried with that, but then came out of it. So I asked her forward, my life comes up and says, let's go forward. If she doesn't pay attention to that, then I activate the bag. Good, and then I'm just going to bring it on up here. Nice. And at this point, she doesn't have to keep going, walking when I bring the bag up here, because she's still worried about that. So if your horse is worried about something, I want them to stop their feet and not to go into reaction mode, but to halt those feet, relax and soften. Yeah. I'm asking her just to walk. Bring the bag up underneath here. Nice, way to go. So I'm really liking that. That's a real nice change. And you know, this is our third day of playing with this, so each day is getting better and better. So when you go out there to play with your horse with this, every horse is going to be different. So the amount of time it takes you is going to be so wide. Some horses, in one day they're totally cool with the bag, and you come out the next few days and they're just like, oh, whatever. Where another horse, like with her, you know, this is the third day, and I'll be doing this for another 5 days at least, until we come out here and she's just totally okay with it. So you just keep progressing it, keep playing with it. Each day should get better and better. Don't get in too big of a hurry to say you must get over it now. Horses that really have a phobia with it, it might take them quite some time, because think of it for one of your phobias. If you're scared of spiders or snakes or heights, you know, you're not going to just, if you're scared of spiders, if I come carry a spider up to you and say, here, hold this, you're not going to be able to do that. So you're going to have to take time to develop getting closer and closer to maybe one day you'll be able to hold it. And so it's the same thing with the horses. Mother Nature's told her to get bothered, to protect herself, to not let things get up underneath her neck, because those things usually are the things that are going to eat me and kill me. And so we have to kind of rewire that into, oh, okay, that is just a flag, that is just a bag, somebody's just touching and rubbing me there, it's not going to hurt me, it's not going to kill me. And that, with some horses, can take quite a while to rewire that. So go on out there, play with that. You know, I know this video was kind of long, but there's a lot of elements here, a lot of pieces here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.